assembly language programming. The code was I3IT08. Now we will see how to perform this experiment. So basically, these are the online practicals. We will see how the practicals can be performed. Okay. So first of all, we will see our practical list. Okay. So hope so already we have seen it about the list of experiments. So first experiment is study of editor, then assembler, linker, and debugger. Okay. So these are the our first experiment, and in this first experiment, we are going to see about how these experiments can be performed with the help of editor, assembler, linker, and debugger. Okay. Next experiment, we will see the study of architecture and software model of 8088 and 8086 microprocessor. So this is not an experiment. These are the architecture we have to study it. And this architecture already we have seen in our unit number 1, architecture of 8088 or 8086. Okay. So these two topics we are going to cover in this today's practical, and third and fourth practical we are going to continue on the tomorrow. Okay. And then after we will continue of the next practical also after the installation of the TASM Turbo C assembler. Okay. So first of all, we will see the study of editor. So already we know about that the editor which can write our program in the editor, and then we have to make the correction in that particular file if any error is occurred. Okay. So we will see the editor. What are the role of the editors? We will see. First of all, the study of editor, assembler, linker, and debugger. So in this theory of the assembly language has several benefits. Okay. So what are the several benefits? It gives the speed. Assembly language programs are generally the fastest program around the code. Then space. Assembly language programs are often called as the smallest. Then capability. You can do the things assembly which can difficult to impossible in high level languages. Okay. What is the high level language, low level language, middle level language? Already we have seen in our theory classes. So next is the knowledge. Your knowledge of assembly language will help you to write the better programs even when the using the HLL. Okay. So this is the one diagram where we can perform our practical in the editors. Okay. So step 1, we have to write our source file or source program into the editor, text editor. Okay. We can take the any text editor just like as in your notepad, wordpad, or any editor we can choose for the source, writing the source file. The condition is that you must have to store your file with the file name .asm. As already we have studied in the C programming language, every program must be written in the text file. Then we have to save this file with the extension .c. Okay. So similarly, in the ALP language, we have to write down our code and then save this file with the file name .asm. Okay. And this ASM file will send to the assembler for just performing the operation on that link library, object file, and listing the files. Okay. So this is the step number 2. The assembler will can perform the link library, object file, and listing file. Then step 3, after linking this file, link this library, we have to link with the linker. What do you mean by the linker? We will see the next slide. Then this linker will be again sent to the file, to the executable file. So hence we are getting here our file as an executable. Okay. So here only 3 files we have to existed here. First is a ASM file, second is OBJ file, and third one is a exe file. Okay. And normally we are dealing with our exe files. Okay. Then step 4, load the OS loader. Okay. It's our output file. Okay. So firstly we will see the again editor. What do you mean by the editor? You must have to use an editor to enter the program into the file. The process of using the editor as an editing is the basic of the word processing. This skill has the relevance of the programming. TASM and link command to translate to the machine code so that it can be executed as follows. If you have the syntax error, you will get an error message at this point. and you then you have to edit your program, correct them, and repeat the above commands. Otherwise your process of the link command will be pressing the return response to the prompt from the file name as well as the tasm or link. Okay, next is an assembler. What is the role of the assembler? To perform our file as an converted into file into the assembly code. Okay, so already our source code is written into our high level language, and then the assembler will convert into the object file. Okay, that is our low level file. An assembler is a program that takes the basic computer instruction and converts them into the pattern of the bits that computers process can use to perform the basic operation. Some people call this instruction as an assembler language, or other use the term as a language. We use the turbo tasm and link programs for assembling and linking 8086 assembly language program. Tasm program file should have the names of the extension 3 characters period after the ASM. Okay, so your program file name must be the given with the extension as an .asm file. Okay, so next we will see the linker. What is the role of the linker? In a computer science, linker or a link editor is a computer program that takes one or more object files that generated by the compiler. Here we are using the assembler. In the C programming language, already we have seen about that the compiler will generate the object file. Okay, then all these object files are combining together, and then we are going to link together, and that is called as a linker. Okay, link the all files and combines them into the single executable files. Okay, that is also called as a library files and another object files. Okay, library files, already you know about that. What are the library files? The header library files, hidden files, or then executable files. These are the all combining together the job of the linker. Okay, and then next is a debugger. So debugger, what is the role of the debugger? In a computer's debugging is the process locating and fixing or bypassing the errors in computer program code or the engineering of the hardware device to debug a program. Okay, debug a program or hardware device to start within the problem, isolate the source of the problem, and then fix it. Okay, so this is called as a process of debugging. Okay, now here these are the only study practicals. What are the files has been generated in the assembly code, and then how they are going to convert it. So already the process we are going to see here. So what are the process? So this is the process. Source file is converted into the object file. Object file, then we are going to link with the linker, and then we are going to perform the execute the executable file. So first is source file.asm .obj file, and third one is a executable file. So these three files has been required for the conversion of the this ALP code. Okay, so this is the our first experiment we are going to study it here. Then the second experiment, these are the already related with the architecture of 8086 and 8088. So these are already we are covered in our regular lectures. So this is not going to take as any much confusion here. So we will next performing our next practical, that is the addition of two numbers. Okay, so already the code has been provided. So we have to perform the write a TASM program to perform the arithmetic operations. Okay, what are the different type of the arithmetic operations? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So how these operations can be performed with the help of the TASM. Okay, so we will just start our the process. What exactly the we are using the TASM code. So here I have just download the TASM software, and then we are going to install it. Then after the installation process, we will getting this file. So this is the program files GUI Turbo Assembler. I am just going to install it first. Then I will just show it. So this is the Turbo Assembler is going to install it. will take some time to install it. Means this turbo assembler is installed. Again, we have to move for the command prompt, type cmd and run this cmd. This command prompt will be open.